Hey guys, Tyler Hooks here with JConcepts, and today we are going to talk about the newest 7-inch wing options that we have for 110 scale off-road buggies. And basically, kind of what we're going to get into is our two different options of essentially the same wing. So we have part number 0501, which was just the 7-inch wing as you would typically see on the website. And that comes uncut, and it comes with two wings in one package. So take these apart, you'd have two wings, you cut them out, you do whatever you would like with them. And then one of our newer options, which honestly is kind of nice, is part number 0504, which is the same 7-inch wing, but it comes pre-cut. So it's ready to go basically out of the package. Take off the overspray film, scuff it if you would like, and mount it up, and it's ready to go. So kind of wanted to talk about these two different things because they kind of meet two different needs. So, 501, that's kind of your standard thing. You cut it out, you try to put it on your car. But unfortunately, if you're like me, you're not very good at cutting out wings. And so they just don't, honestly, they don't look that good. Guys like Jason or Paul here at the shop are great at cutting out wings and making stuff look really nice. But if you're not good at that, like me, then the 504 or the pre-cut 7-inch wing comes in awesome. It's ready to go. It's sharp. It's clean. It's the same cut every time. And you pull it out of the package, you put it on your car, ready to go. The nice thing about the 501, obviously, is that it comes with two wings. So if you are a newer driver, you plan on crashing, or you need replacements, it does come with two wings. But at the same time, if you're a newer driver, you don't want to take the time to cut out the wing, try to get it right every time. The 504 offers you a wing that's ready to go. You don't really have to do anything to it. One thing that I would like to note, because the next part of this video is going to be talking about different ways that you can mount the wing and things that we've learned racing on carpet and high grip surfaces on how to mount it, and things that you can do specifically with this 7-inch wing is, if you're in an instance maybe where you have less traction, or you feel like you need a higher wicker area on the wing, then the 501 being uncut is going to give you more options. You can actually cut above the cut line on the back part of the wing, and you could have basically a higher wicker bill. With a 504, you're going to be stuck with whatever the cut line was originally, because that's how it's going to come. So with a 501, you can actually cut it higher. But other than that, the wing's going to follow all the basic cut lines. It's going to be pretty much ready to rip. And it's becoming, especially in racing, more and more rare to have a situation where you want to run a higher wicker. Typically, as I'm going to show you, we're actually cutting them down. So to talk about this next part, we're going to use the pre-cut wing because it's a little bit better to explain what's going on. And we've got the Jason Rona Edition 2-wheel drive buggy here. And basically, you're going to talk about a couple of things that you can do to, really most of these are going to take a little bit of grip away from your car. So especially if you're on carpet or turf or those type of tracks where traction is at an abundance, and you're trying to get away from it, or have a little bit more rotation with your car, or just essentially get through the corners quicker. These are two different little tips and tricks that we've learned, and things that you can do to get the most out of your 7-inch wing. So typically what most people will do is they'll mount it in a position that's pretty neutral behind the shock tower. So there's going to be just a little bit of space. So it's not actually hitting the tower. It's not hitting any of the screws. This would be basically the neutral position, whether you're racing on carpet or dirt, for the 7-inch wing or the 6.5-inch wing. One thing that we've learned is, if you want a little bit more rotation, get a little bit more weight off of the rear end, what you can do, and it's not really specific to this buggy here, but for most 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive buggies, is you can actually move the wing forward. And what we typically do is use the shock tower as a reference point. So we'll put the mounting holes to where the shock tower, the wing goes up to the front of the shock tower. And then what you do, obviously, to get around that, because it's going to hit the tower, is you can actually cut around the back of the tower and move the wing forward. So typically on the edges and where the side dams are, we will leave it full length, and then just where the tower is, you can basically trace a line and cut out around it and move the wing forward. And, the same could be said if you want more grip. You could, move the wing further back. The other thing that you can do with this 7-inch wing is on the back of the wing, you have an area that's, let's say, at a 45-degree angle, and then you have an area that's like perpendicular at a 90-degree angle. The other thing that we found to, again, increase rotation or get a little bit better steering is to actually cut this 90-degree area off. So basically where it goes from a 45 to a 90, you'll cut all the way down and around that area and then come back up on the other side. And it just takes a little bit of that material away. So the opposite of what we were talking about when you use the 501 wing, where you can cut above the cut line and get, essentially more grip, quote unquote. You can actually go the other direction. You can cut it down even more and take a little bit of grip away. So with that being said, we have the 501 option, again, 2 wings in one. They're uncut. You can kind of do whatever you want with them. Or you have the 504, which is beautifully cut. Just 1 wing, comes in the package ready to go. And these are, other than that, exactly the same wings, 7-inch wings. And we do offer the same pre-cut option for our 6.5-inch wing. That's part number 503. And the uncut for those is part number 197. So those are our 2 basic 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive off-road and dirt wing options. And those are a little bit of the tips and tricks on things that you can do with them. So thank you guys for watching. We'll keep bringing you as many videos and content as we can about various different subjects. If there's something you would like to know or like to see, feel free to hit us up in the comments or send us a message or send us an email, and we'll do the best we can to get back with you. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.